To be able to go out with a couple fans is going to be really nice.
Rodgers hasn't won the big game since 2011 and is 7-9 in the postseason since 2012. All right, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers' attempt to troll Mahomes about his golf skills, preseason game schedules, a Mike Burton interview, and much freaking more. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, and I do daily news about the Chiefs and the NFL overall, so hey, I'm gonna need you to sub if you're new. Hit that like button if you want to hear me scream how about those Chiefs from every mountain and every rooftop, and let's get into this news starting with the most important player news that is not that important. Colin Saunders almost got attacked by wild animals on the road yesterday, and then Patrick Mahomes' daughter got to go to work with her dad. But what the heck is happening here? Why are there baseballs all over the field? I'm a bit confused. If y'all know the answer here, please fill me in, because I'm lost. And we have another photo from Juju's recent fundraising event that I did not see, which looks like Juju and his foundation also gave $25,500 to the Lakewood YMCA to start a flag football league for the youth and the community there. So that is awesome because I really do love flags. For example, if you saw my video last week, I did a whole segment on the new Chiefs flag that is now available for purchase. Hashtag not sponsored, but I wish it was. And here's something that you guys definitely need to know. According to Logitech, no, not Logitech, like the mouse and keyboard company, you know what I'm saying, but Logitech, as in tickets. The average price of a ticket to a Chiefs home game at Arrowhead in 2022 is $354 on the secondary market. And get this, that average number marks the fifth most expensive in the NFL, you know, because gas prices are not extremely high and we are all ballin' out here in Kansas City. Fourth most expensive is the Rams at $359, then the Chargers at $361, then the Dolphins at $387, and then the Raiders at $559 freaking dollars. I mean, on one side, I get it. These are all expensive cities, go-to places, Miami, LA, Las Vegas. But seriously, an average ticket price of $595 to go and watch the Raiders? Hey, they did build a new shiny stadium. They got a great new receiver in Devontae Adams, brought in Chandler Jones to set the edge opposite Max Crosby, extended Max Crosby for a lot of money, and then dramatically overpaid their average quarterback Derek Carr. And so fans are paying the price for their mistakes to go and watch the fourth best team in the AFC West once again flop like a fish out of water when it matters. Go team. And then yesterday, the Chiefs announced all the preseason game details, and those are as follows. Game 1 is at Chicago against the Bears at noon on Saturday, August 13th. Game 2 is at Arrowhead against the Commanders on Saturday, August 20th at 3 p.m. And then the third game is at Arrowhead against the Packers on Thursday, August 25th at 7 p.m. So there you go. Mark your calendars, and I expect all of you to watch every single snap of these preseason games. And on the subject of the Packers, we got to talk about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady also, sadly, who were recently on TNT for a quick interview about their upcoming golf event against Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, which takes place on June 1st, 6:30 Eastern on TNT. Again, not sponsored. And one of the first things Rodgers was asked about was, how do they plan to teach these young bucks a lesson out there on the golf course? And to that he said, me and Tom have been out on the course many times. Why, yes, Aaron, but that is because you are both old, and that is what old people do. No offense to anyone watching this that may be a bit older and also play golf, okay? Unclench your jaw, please. Anyway, he then says,
to be able to go out with a couple fans is going to be really nice. And I look forward to the opportunity to showing these young guys a little something on the course.
And I like Aaron Rodgers' humor here because it lines up quite nicely with mine, if I'm going to be honest. The way he so casually called Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen fans of himself and Brady, it was great. And while that may be true to an extent, as Mahomes and Allen both have a lot of respect for both of these geriatric QBs, as do most of us because they are NFL legends. But I can tell you one thing is for certain without a shadow of a doubt. Aaron Rodgers is also a fan of Mahomes, his postseason success, and his recent Super Bowl ring. Why do you say that, Cole? Well, hey, I'm pretty freaking glad you asked, buddy, because Rodgers hasn't won the big game since 2011 and is 7-9 in the postseason since 2012 and is 0-4 in NFC Championship games in spite of his regular season success and recent back-to-back league MVPs. Mahomes, on the other hand, has 8 wins and 3 losses in the playoffs since he started in the league back in 2018, has won 2 AFC Championship games, and has a ring, of course. So get this, Mahomes has more wins in the postseason in 4 years, 8, than Rodgers has had in the last 10 years, which is 7. So I just found it fitting to point out that Rodgers may be better than Mahomes at golf, but I think the guy needs to spend a little less time on being able to brag about a sport he doesn't even get paid to play, and more time learning how not to choke in football games when it really matters. Anyway, Brady was asked if they were going to put a wager down on this match between the two teams, Rodgers and Brady, Mahomes and Allen, and he answered saying,
"Whatever those young guys want to bet, I know I'm probably the lowest paid guy out there on the golf course this time around between those 3 heavy hitters, but whatever they want, I got action on those guys."
He said, whatever they want, I got action on those guys. Well, yeah, of course you do, Tom. You can afford whatever you'd like in life, considering your wife Gisele is almost worth double what you are, you little broke, but at the same time very rich and successful man. I honestly can't even hate on you too much here because you are possibly the greatest to ever play the game of football, and you have more success and money than I will ever have, but deep down, I gotta be honest with you here, Tom. I do not like that fake smile, you referee-paying, coddled by the league, football-deflating little cheater, who also happened to destroy Mahomes and company in the 2020 Super Bowl. So I'm going to move on quicker than lightning here. Josh Allen recently appeared on the podcast with these guys talking about this golf event, saying they will easily outpower the old guys on their drives, but we'll have to focus up on the shorter range shots to get the dub. But he's confident that they will be able to do so. Well, Rodgers was asked his thought on that, and he said,
"Look, Charles, I've done my scouting report, and I heard that Josh was terrible in Pebble. And Pat has played the last couple of years in Tahoe and hasn't broken 80 yet."
Rodgers then compared Mahomes' golf skills as being closer to Barkley's than his own, which is a funny jab, to be honest, at both Mahomes and Barkley, as he once again boasts about his golf skills that do not matter at all in reality. Rodgers also stated that he knows Brady is working hard with his swing coach and getting ready because he's great at anything he puts his mind to. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this interview? It was fun. He's just being funny and trolly, but so am I. And then Chiefs fullback Mike Burton recently shared about the AFC Championship loss to the Bengals and how it's played a real motivating factor for everyone on the team this offseason. He says this, man, being a game away from the Super Bowl is part of the journey. The dream is a Super Bowl, right? And you were so close to getting there. It just gives you more motivation. Right when the season ended, it's all you're thinking about. What do I have to do to get back to that game? It was a great learning experience, and we've taken that to heart this offseason. Guys have been working extremely hard to make sure that we're on top of every single detail, to make sure that the game is finished and we're playing in the Super Bowl. Well, I do like that mindset a lot, fullback Mike Burton, but I got a question for you. Can you ask Coach Reed if he will consider handing you or one of your little running back teammates the football when teams like the Bengals are dropping 8 into coverage and only rushing 3? I mean, that would be freaking great if we're going to be honest here. So please relay that message immediately. Thank you. Anyway, Burton was the new guy last season, and he spoke very highly of the culture here in KC, describing it as a championship culture, with the Super Bowl being the expectation year in and year out. He said this: they'd won a Super Bowl, which was Super Bowl 54, and they'd been to Super Bowl 55, which we're not going to talk about. This organization is a championship mentality every time you step foot into the building. The Super Bowl is the expectation, and you kind of have to fall in line. If you don't, your time might not last here. Those are the types of guys they want in this organization. Championship mindset, mentality guys. Why am I doing this? And you guys want to know a wild stat here? At least according to this article from Chiefs Wire, only 7 players who were starters in Super Bowl 54's win against the Niners remain on the Chiefs roster this offseason. How crazy is that? I actually looked up the Chiefs starters for that Super Bowl, and I believe I see 7. An 8th player being Colin Saunders, who was listed as a reserve, so I don't think he started. But anyway, the only guys on offense that are the same as the Super Bowl is Travis Kelce, Mecole Hardman, and Patrick Mahomes. On defense, I see Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Colin Saunders, who I mentioned earlier, Frank Clark, and then of course our specialist kicker, Harrison Butker. It's crazy how fast time changes things, if we're going to be honest. Just this offseason, we basically completely redid our secondary on defense and our receiving core on offense for the most part. Lots of changes and moving parts, but I'm here for all of it, so let's freaking go. And since I mentioned Harrison Butker, I thought you guys may want to know this cool little stat about him. No player has scored more points, 760, which includes the postseason, in their first 5 seasons in NFL history than Harrison Butker. That's right. No one has scored more points than this man in their first 5 seasons, and that's why they call him Butt Kicker. Excuse me for my language. Well, that's a cool little stat if you ask me, and I think making it to 4 AFC championships and 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years have definitely helped pad those numbers a bit, but I'm not complaining. And in case your mind was burning with curiosity, here's a list of the top 5 players on that list. Ooh. From here, let's look at some of my favorite comments from yesterday, starting with this guy, Rob Johnson TV, who streams video games on his channel, says, Raider Nation, Chiefs are done and Mahomes' paycheck will be the Chiefs' undoing. Excuse me, bud, didn't your joke of a quarterback Derek Carr just get paid a boatload of money himself? What are we even talking about here, you pathetic excuse of an NFL fan because you chose the Raiders as your attempt of a professional football team? I feel sorry for you, honestly. Anyway, away with you, peasant. Lance Tyndall says, he loves the content, but also really enjoys me reading comments at the end of the videos. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. It's a ton of fun for me. Nathan Baker says, hey, Cole, I've been subbed to you for about 3 months now when you only had about 4,000 subs, and I always enjoy your news and your humor. Thanks, bro. Tyler Bennett says, I have nothing currently to add. You're doing great, Cole. You're the man. Shout out to my fiance, who's an ex-Seahawks fan. Yep, R.I.P. Russell on the Seahawks. Chloe, her name's Chloe, and my 9-month-old guy, Zayden, praying he loves the Chiefs like his dad. I'm praying the same, man. Doug Lawrence says 1963 to 2022 is 59 years, not 60. All right, man, what are you, a math teacher? Must you feel the need to correct even the smallest of details on my videos? What are you, a perfectionist or something? All right, I'm just kidding here, but I think I misspoke yesterday when I said exactly 60 years ago. I think it was exactly 59 years and 364 days ago. Jay Darrell says, hey, love your posts. They are humorously serious. That is mature. I appreciate how you pump up our favorite team without getting into the weeds and staying out of the gutter. Good job. Keep it up. Thanks so much, man. I have a lot of fun on this channel. And now my personality is fully out on display, which is basically just me living in a constant state of sarcasm and trolling. But I'm glad you like it. Just Jess You loves the style and content and is a 53-year Chiefs fan in New York City who loves sarcasm. Well, thank you. You gotta love sarcasm. It's good for the soul. Promise. And then I am the divorced Michelle from yesterday responded saying, yes, she's doing well. My ex-wife knows I'm the divorce and I'm happily playing Beyblade with my son. So I don't honestly know exactly what's going on here, but I'm glad both you and her and your son are doing well, all things considered. The Nick Star says Cole's beard has returned. All hail. Crypto Dom says bearded bald guys gotta stick together and that Zarda is king. Richard Placentia, I hope I said that right, says, hey bro, you look like a Harley dude, a Viking hillbilly, and an ancient monk chief warrior, bro. Let's go Chiefs. Well, I think that was a compliment, so let's freaking go. I will take it. Lord Quintilius says, you is give good news, beard man, me like. Me like too. Frank Baraja says, just love it. Greatest Chiefs channel of all time? Woo! Keep it up, Cole. We know it's tough, but you the bearded man, and the bearded man can do it. I appreciate all the beard love, you little legends. There was so much beard love. I'm feeling really good about at least my beard, maybe not myself, but thank you again. Logan Pauly says, Chick-fil-A isn't even good. To which I say the taste buds that are on your tongue inside of your mouth are not even good. You may want to see a doctor about that one, bud. C. Wagner says, better than bacon? Sorry, Cole, you're good, but not that good. To which I say, yes and amen. You are correct. Bacon is absolutely incredible, and I put it on everything, even ice cream. And no, I'm not joking. Hashtag bacon and maple syrup sundae from Denny's. Willie Fields asks if I think Juju will have a 1,000 plus yard receiving season, and my answer is, I'm honestly not quite sure because of how spread around I think the ball is going to be. I wouldn't be surprised to see multiple receivers on the team end up with around 700 or so yards receiving. I do think Kelsey, though, will be Mahomes' most trusted choice and will break 1,000. But Juju and McColl as well are fitting to pop off. I feel it in my veins, my little tiny biceps. All right, this next comment is awesome. It's from Aiden Smith, who says, "Hey Cole, first off, this is my dad's YouTube account that I watch on my Xbox." Well, your dad might need to get you a PlayStation, bud. I'm just kidding. I have both. My name is Aiden. We both watch your channel every day. It's awesome. Or fire. I think it's a fire emoji, but it disappeared on my teleprompter. You have a shaved head and a beard like my dad, and you're a dad too, but your beard is a little longer than his. Just wanted to say thank you for having this channel. It's fun to watch with my dad and learn all I can about Chiefs Kingdom. I'll ask my dad if we can donate to be a super fan. You deserve it. Have a great day. Let's go. Let's go. How about those Chiefs? And shortly after that, Paul's account sent over a $10 super thanks. So first off, you guys are both absolute legends, and I'm very grateful you enjoy this content. Thanks so much for the $10 super thanks. I am very honored. So shout out to Aiden and his dad, Paul. Colderous's burner asks how David Carr found my account. And dude, I don't know, but you are my burner account, so I'm going to need you to go and find that out for me, like right now. I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Maui Bro Kai says, Craig Stout Doppelganger. Just kidding. Love your show, my guy. Been sharing your channel with all my Hawaii peeps. Huge Chiefs following out here. Keep up the great work. Mahalo and aloha. Dude, let's go. I appreciate that a lot. I need to make it out to Hawaii. Maybe see all you guys. I need an excuse to get out there and probably bring my wife. She won't let me go without her. So maybe one day. Mike Cornell says, thanks, Cole. The best place to get Chiefs news and see my favorite lawn gnome. And Lee Dre Stevens says, hey man, your posts slap like Will Smith. I check you out every day now. How about them Chiefs? Guys, these comments are absolutely incredible. You guys are all awesome. Each and every one of you. I really enjoy reading the comments. I think some of you really go after it knowing I might feature them in a video, but I'm here for it. It makes this a fun segment for me to do. Make sure to leave a comment to potentially be featured in an upcoming video. Sub for more daily news like this. And then check out this video over in this sector, this quadrant from yesterday, where I talk a solid free agent option for the D-line and much more. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those